Hey guys, what's going on? Game number 3 right now between Abver and Dimaga. Now it is 1-1 so far in the series. Both players taking one game off of the other, and yeah, looking forward to it. I say that at the beginning of every game. Maybe I'm not looking forward to it. In fact, maybe I am dreading this match. In fact, I am dreading this matchup. We are on Shakuras Plateau this time, Shakuras Plateau, however you want to pronounce it. It's fine with me. I'm not going to get angry. I'm not going to get my panties in a bundle. We do have a lot of players, not players or people. We do have a lot of people who get angry because of pronunciation, so that's quite interesting. Anger results in stress. Stress takes years off your life. If you want to take years off your life because of how words are pronounced, well, so be it. That's your prerogative, I suppose. So, but neither player coming out with anything quite as of yet. We can see Dimaga going to be moving out with that scout right there at 10 supply, moving out with that drone. Abver has been doing a little bit of tricky play in that first game. He did 8 pool. Last game was pretty standard, actually. He didn't do anything that tricky, that early aggression. In fact, last game we did see Abver stick mainly to a speedling build, and Dimaga went speedling baneling. And unfortunately, Abver losing a big bunch of Zerglings to Miss Micro and not paying enough attention to them, to some Banelings, also lost a bunch of Zerglings to Roaches, and that's really what caused Abver to lose the last game. But anyways, Dimaga going to be moving on in, seeing not a whole lot here from his opponent Abver. In fact, Abver going to be moving down because he got hella drone harassed last game. He had a lot of trouble with that drone, stopped him from expanding, also forced some mining to stop there because Abver trying to deal with it, pulling drones off the line, and Dimaga just was able to micro away properly and get away from that. Again, neither player doing a whole heck of a lot as of yet. Dimaga going to be moving down, getting an expansion, and looks like Abver is going to be dealing with this probe harass again. Now, is he going to be returning the favor? It looks like he may in fact be doing that. So who's going to get the hatch down first? Abver down here with 2 drones to try to ensure that he gets the hatch down. It looks like Dimaga is going to be forced to do the same thing. Who's going to get down first? Very interesting battle between these two. Really focused down, trying to take down that one drone, and there we go. No, doesn't manage to get the drone down yet. Over here, has Dimaga managed to drop it? Yes, he did. So Dimaga gets down that expansion a little bit before Abver there. Is that in the right positioning? Yes, it is. Just wanted to make sure. That'd be really bad if you had to position it a space away. It definitely makes a big difference. So it looks like Dimaga was able to get it up slightly before Abver, so good job on his part. Both players getting their spawning pool pretty much at the same time as well. We can see a big difference, though, here is that Dimaga does have this extractor up, and we are seeing no extractor yet from Abver. I am not quite sure about this. I don't know if he got a little distracted and has just forgotten to get that, or if he just is deciding not to go speedlings. Maybe he's just going to go roach heavy. Very interested to see the fact that he doesn't have that extractor yet. Still no extractor coming down. So just going to be working on regular Zerglings and droning up at this early stage of the game. Maybe going to see some spine crawlers for him for early defense. That was a little problematic for me, saying those words, a little problematic. So anyways, yeah, very interested to see that. Still no gas, really unbelievable. Now we can see here over for Dimaga, he does have that 100 Vespian just about right now. Going to be able to get that metabolic boost right away. Clearly, Abver not going to be able to do that himself. Like I said, just pulling up so many minerals. He's gonna need spine crawlers. That's the only way. I don't understand. He's not going to have metabolic boost anytime relatively soon at all, and this could just be a huge problem for him. There we go. So one spine crawler coming down. We're going to see a second as well. Wouldn't be too surprised if we got a second eventually. Now over here, Abver going to be pulling back with that drone. What's going on over here for Dimaga? Dimaga metabolic boost coming out, still saturating this extractor, so probably going to be looking to get either Banelings or Roaches as well in continuing up that gas production there, that gas gathering rather. And again, still no extractor from Abver. I said that about a zillion times, but I am just baffled. It's just a very dangerous position for him. It is a very dangerous position. He's going to rely pretty much exclusively on the spine crawlers. Again, he can get those unupgraded Zerglings, but he's not going to have the map control. Dimaga is going to have full map control with those speedlings on the board. He's going to be able to control the Zelnaga towers, and he's going to be able to push pretty much at will. Second spine crawler right down for Abver as well. We can see going to be relying on these queens to block the ramp. So there we go. That is in fact his plan. Doesn't want to let any Zerglings into his main base. Extractor just coming down and getting saturated right now for Abver. You can see that he's sitting on a whole lot, and getting supply block there. Not something you want to see from a professional player. Finally getting up that Overlord, so gonna stop that supply block. But that was even just a few moments. Definitely sets you back. There's that Roach Warren. So again, continuing that gas production for the Roach Warren. Also going to be getting that layer, so probably going to be getting that speed upgrade. Going to be seeing very Roach heavy play, and a good job there by Abver denying the expansion. Now, the good thing is, I suppose, for Abver is that Dimaga doesn't really know the fact that he has not been on one expansion for a long time. One gas for a long time. Obviously, we know that, but he hasn't scouted that base since that pool was up. You can see that he didn't even scout the pool getting dropped. So he isn't aware exactly at this point how far behind in Vespian Abver is. So just going to be really interested to see exactly how Abver decides to play this out. In fact, going to be going for these back rocks here, just relying on these couple of spine crawlers and these queens to defend his main. Taking a look over here for Dimaga, we can see that Evo chamber coming up, so probably going to be seeing that level 1 upgrade. And again, that roach warrant is up, so he's going to be coming out with roaches and probably going to be seeing that speed upgrade as well. Still no roaches on the board though. He does have full vision of exactly what's going on. He does see with these overlords that no push is coming from Abver. Getting these double extractors over here as well. So yeah, Abver just working really resource heavy, really mineral heavy early game that allowed him to pump out a ton of drones. Let's take a look at that unit counting station, and there we go. There is in fact, no it is not. What the hell? So not even out droning right now. He is not even out droning his opponent here, Dimaga. So I'm a little surprised at that, going so mineral heavy that he's not even out droning him at this point. Yeah, a little baffling there. So anyways, going to be coming out with some additional spine crawlers there as well. Layer just about finished right now for Abver. So once that drops, we're going to see exactly his intentions. He does have this double gas here at his expansion. And we can see Dimaga just coming up with that one as well. Definitely tech advantage right now going to Dimaga. He does have the speed upgrade coming for his roaches. He does have the Evo chamber coming with that level 1 upgrade. And there is the Spire. Where is it? Come on, buddy. Oh, we're seeing Overseer coming out here for Dimaga. Is he going to catch the Spire? Spire is down here. He needs to deny that scout. He can't let him see that. If he can kill off this Overseer, he's going to be in a good spot. Is he going to manage to get it? No. Overseer does get away. He's going to be scouting down. He's going to see the Spire. Now, the problem is that if Dimaga decides to just mass up these roaches very quickly and do a really strong push, he can get there before those mutalisks even hit the board and just do a crap ton of damage. So that could be a huge problem there. Contamination going down here on this layer as well from that Overseer. Overseer still chilling out over here. Going to regen a little bit of health before he decides to continue to do any scouting. Now, what's going on over here for Mr. Dimaga? Level 1 upgrade just about finished. Going to be coming out with a few of those roaches. Nice saturation here on that expansion. A little oversaturated, but that is quite all right. Is either play coming out with additional expansion? Yes, they are. Both players coming out of the third. Dimaga coming out of the fourth, and the same thing going down for Abver. So nearly mimicking each other. Aside from the actual unit composition, again, we do see roaches for Dimaga, and we're going to be seeing Mutalisks coming out here for Abver. But Abver, again, could be in a whole lot of trouble. And now we do have a lot of spine crawlers here for that frontal defense against those roaches. That obviously is going to help. Not going to help him a whole lot of attack happens over here or over here, so gonna have a really hard time defending those. It's gonna really come down to the harassment, how effective Abver can be with harassing with those mutalisks. He's not even building mutalisks yet. Finally, there we go, coming out with 3. Gonna be able to afford 3 more as soon as he gets those minerals there as well. Gonna want to move out with those. We can see a decent amount of roaches right now on the board. Let's take a look at that unit counting station right now. A little bit of harassment going down, just trying to get some scouting. In fact, Dimaga piling up quite a bit of roaches. We can see at this point Abver is fully aware of that. Now Abver in a very dangerous spot, might lose his expansion. We can see Dimaga's Overlord pushing out. Going to be spotting that expansion very quickly, very soon rather. Zergling's pushing forward, a little bit of a forward position there, and again, so many roaches right now. Even with mutas on the board, okay, clearly, all right, Force, listen. Clearly, those roaches cannot attack those mutalisks, right? Okay, that makes a lot of sense. But the problem is that these roaches are so durable and they do so much damage that they can just mop up buildings before those mutalisks are able to even do enough damage. That's the real issue. That's the real problem. Now, what needs to happen is that Abver needs to get a very large cloud of the mutalisks. Now, do we have any response to the mutalisks coming out? Yes, we do. Infestation Pit. No, that Infestation Pit's coming out for Abver. I hate these mirror matchups. I get this shit so mixed up. But we do have that Hydralisk stand out. So the Hydra's, of course, going to be able to deal with the mutas. Again, it's really going to come down to how effective the harassment can be. Nice Spore Crawler placement. Probably going to be pushing back these mutalisks. The mutalisks, they're just not large enough in numbers at this point to effectively deal with those Spore Crawlers. We do have 1 Spore Crawler as well as these 2 Hydras over here defending this expansion. Neither player pushing out against the other expansion, so we're going to be seeing both players macro up at this point. A whole heck of a lot of upgrades coming out right now for Abver. He does have that level 1 upgrade for the air units just about finished right now, so that Glaive Worm going to be doing a little bit more damage. Hydra's moving forward, going to be shooing back these roaches at the point. Not a lot of aggression going down from either player, just a little bit of poking and prodding here from Abver. Again, he's not going to be able to do a lot. Spore Crawlers over here, and a Spore Crawler plus Hydralis over here. It's really going to come down to eventually if he can get up enough mutalisks to kind of have that death cloud, but not sure if he's going to even go that route. We can see we do have those level 1, those level 2 ground upgrades as well as that Carapace level 2 upgrade. Nice little Overlord snipe in there going down though. Going to be trying to supply block Dimaga, and I think he may in fact do it. Still very roach heavy. Dimaga not having quite enough Hydralisks. Finally pushing out with those Hydralisks, but not before he takes a lot of losses there on the Overlord front. Dimaga feeling confident with those Hydras on the board. Going to continue to spread out those Overlords. Again, those Hydras just do so much damage. And where's that transition coming down? We do have 1 Infestor coming out for Abver. Abver also going to be taking up to a layer right now as well. Again, both players just upgrading, just working on their drones, working on getting those expansions saturated as much as possible. Do we have this expansion saturated? Just a little bit of saturation going down here as well. Big push coming out right now for Dimaga. Gonna be doing what he can to take out this expansion. And look at this, exactly what I was talking about. Yeah, okay, roaches, I can't attack these mutalisks, but damn, those mutalisks take a long time to actually do enough damage to those roaches to warrant them as proper defense. They're gonna not want to push up into there though. So many spine crawlers, those roaches not gonna do a good job of trying to break that. And look at all these hydras gonna be pushing this expansion. This could be a big problem for Abver. I'm not sure what he has to defend against it. Abver coming out with a few more Zerglings, continuing those upgrades, also getting that Baneling speed upgrade. We do finally have a Spire coming out here for Dimaga as well. And here we go, big Hydra push, and Abver can do not a lot at all against this. Abver in a really tough spot right now, pulling down with what few mutalisks he has, but he doesn't have enough units to deal with this at this point. We can see, taking a look at that unit counting station, just those seven mutalisks down to 5 right now. Also a few Zerglings, but again, those Hydras do so much damage, and the big roach push coming down as well. Abver in a lot of trouble. Going to lose this a second expansion and going to be down to 2 bases as opposed to the 4 from Dimaga. Not a good position right now for Abver, losing 2 bases right now, down just to his main 2. That main base is getting pretty low there as far as resources are concerned. Finally going to want to try to remove this expansion down, but a roach push coming out for Dimaga. Abver in a lot of trouble, very Baneling heavy, a few mutalisks. Those Banelings, of course, need to be used against those Hydralisks. Let's see if he can get them there in time. Needs to properly position his units to try to hit him, but no, rolling into the roaches instead, and that is not their primary target. A Hydra is going to be shredding these units while the Banelings are focused here on these roaches, and Dimaga just doing tremendous amounts of damage, managing to stop this expansion from going down again, and Dimaga in a tremendously leading position right now. He's just vastly stronger at this point than Abver. Abver down to just the 2 bases, losing so much here in this main base, trying to come down with some more Zerglings. Not going to be enough though, trying to get us around there on the units, and here's the reinforcements coming out for Dimaga, just shredding up the front here, trying to get some transfuse. These Spine Crawlers doing tremendous amounts of damage. Nice transfuses going down. These Spine Crawlers absolutely heroes right now with those transfuses, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Abver, try as he may, wasn't able to overcome that big economic discrepancy. Again, he's only on 2 bases, and there is the GG. So nice game again between these 2 players. We can see Dimaga has in fact prevailed in this series. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. As always, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you like the content, and be sure to like my videos and do all that fancy stuff. And as always guys, keep watching and keep owning.